I don't know if I wanted to do the intro, so I want to start playing the game. So I already have files. I already have a file that starts you off right at the very beginning of Space Colony. So you kind of skip the intro portion of the game. So I'll probably just gonna use that. So I'm doing this like a complete 100% beginner's guide, like no speedrun strats or tricks or early access to certain areas where uh, where I guess you're not allowed or you don't have any key items to go into. So I think I created this split on just like on based on a particular order that allows you to advance to the next part of the game. So this is the video. I'll probably be quiet for most of the time, just so I can kind of focus on what I need to do. I gotta remind myself to split um, the segments as soon as I complete them, because I have this tendency to kind of forget. And this why I don't like to have segmented splits. Whenever I do a speedrun, I just have like this is straight up single segment, you know, where the final split matters. So in this video, I'm not gonna do any of those tricks where you know, I'll do mock balls and um, you know, anything like that. However, you're gonna need to learn how to do wall jumps and some basic shine sparks. I'm getting hit by steam. Dude, wow, the steam. Oh! Man, the steam's insane. Hopefully, in this video will help, uh, I guess, newcomers to Super Metroid or who are interested in running a game like this and do 100% run or completion, item completion. Then hopefully this video will spark your interest. Now, there is a guide for Super Metroid 100%, or actually Super Metroid 80%, where you beat the game as fast as you can, and no early access, um, no speedrun tricks like the mock ball and stuff like that. Um, yeah, so that will be kind of like that guy, but this is gonna be a 100% item completion. Hopefully this route makes sense. This is something that I've kind of worked on in the past couple of days prior to doing this live stream, and I did a couple of times where I noticed some errors that I have to correct. So this is the first item of the game, Morphine Ball, and every split that you see on the timer is the item that's going to be the that I will be acquiring next. There is a complete 100% guide that is for beginners, but they require you to learn some advanced tricks like mock ball. That is actually a very good guide. So if you want to learn the tricks using that guide, then you can do that. Hopefully, the time is not too long, but I want to think that it might be a 2-hour run, somewhere around there. In this room, you have to clear a bunch of space pirates before you proceed. I don't want to fall. So this is the first Chorizo fight here. And if you stand right before the middle line here, you can crouch and then fire at Chorizo at a certain angle, and you pretty much avoid his attack. It will jump backwards, and then you can pick up the missiles when you need to. Yeah, that was actually a simple fight. Some people tend to have problems playing the first time. Okay, we're gonna head on over to Brinstar on the left side. There are some areas that people refer to as Pink Brinstar, and yeah, like all that is there are certain names to certain areas. Like Norfair has two, like there's Norfair and then Lower Norfair, and the game does not really state that. So that kind of like people just come up with that, and it makes sense too, just because it's easier for people to kind of like identify. Oh yeah, I know where that is. All right, so we're going to fight a mid boss coming up, called Spore Spawn. And defeating Spore Spawn, you will find the super missiles and any super missiles that you will find later on in the game. Not really sure but you do need to find some missiles. A good way to spawn missiles is kind of go to a spot where there's infinite enemies spawning. I just need one more missile. Okay, there you go. And I probably need to get one more. Okay, there you go. I just need one so I can take out these enemies. Usually there's a trade-off of more missiles. Alright, so this is Spore Spawn. You need to have missiles, and you won't worry about any missile drops because you eventually get a whole bunch of them. Yeah, so always stay at this corner here, and then once in a while you need to morph ball just so you can avoid avoid the spore spawn. You can kind of fire 2 missiles at its weak spot. This is probably one of the longer fights in the game, and it just takes a while, so this is kind of like a fairly easy mid-boss. Obviously missed that. Looks like it needs a couple more hits. Okay. That's our first super missile, and super missiles. Not only that, it's a powerful version of a missile, but you can easily open not only green doors but pink doors as well. But only takes 1 shot, while the green door requires you to use a super missile. You need to use a super missile in that block to open up and then just bomb your way out of here. And this is where you find your first beam upgrade. Charge beam is essential, just because it's gives your your weapon a more of a stronger firepower. A really good beam later on, which I'm gonna be grabbing next. Spazer is pretty good later on. Every one of these rooms, there's a energy refill, which is essential, especially when you're very low on health. You have a bunch of energy tanks that you need to replenish. Just find one of those and you're good. Let's try a wall jump while I was in the water, but I mean, it's not that it's impossible, but it's possible to get out of there without the gravity suit. You need to wall jump to the top here. Spazer just adds more of a firepower. Fires 2 additional beams or lasers. Pretty destructive early on, but the wave beam is a lot better, just because it not only it's a stronger version of the Spazer that it can go through walls pretty much. You can go to Kraid's lair while using the high jump boots, but since for the sake of 100% and it's a beginner's guide, we're not gonna do all that. Oops. You need to kill that enemy before it goes down and around. Okay, there you go. Because you need to kill that enemy in order to leave the room, and before going down there, you need to open that door to your exit. Oops. See, that's why I forget to split the high jump boots or the E-tank, because I was kind of concerned about the one particular enemy. But yeah, this is why I don't like doing segmented splits, but for the sake of this video, mistakes will occur. I probably won't even save this, just it's gonna be saved if I complete this run. And plus it's a good way for me just so I can remember some of the item locations. That's the reason why you need high jump boots, just so you can get there, but you can actually get there simply by doing a wall jump at right at the lip of the Kraid's entrance. It's easier to kill that eye door using a super missile versus shooting it 3 times with the regular missile. So this is Kraid here. Okay, well, try to do this Kraid quick kill, but I am inconsistent at that. He needed one more shot. There you go. That was kind of a terrible boss fight, but fairly easy. And if you know what you're doing. So that's the Vega suit. You need that to pretty much to get into certain areas of Norfair. There is a energy refill and missile refill right at the top of that. If you feel like you need to get it, I think it might be a save rather than a refill station. I forgot what's up there, to be honest. It's probably a save if anything. Okay, these is ways to grab all of them and then fire a single missile while shooting vertically up. I hope I have every single split down to where it makes sense. Alright, so we're gonna find the missile tank at a obscured spot. It's pretty random, but you go down here into this lava pool, just kind of fire, and you'll find it there. You have to morph ball to grab it, pretty much. You don't want to stay in the lava for too long because it does drain your health pretty fast. You can get to the top of Bubble Mountain, as people like to refer that to, and then just simply do a wall jump, but we're just gonna do it the normal way. So it saves a lot of time having to just do what I'm doing, going at the bottom and then go to the bottom and then around. Those enemies, it's a lot faster to kill them with just a regular missile. They just take multiple hits to take them down. Even that thing. if you're really low on super missiles, then that particular enemy that I just killed always drops a super missile. So the missile tank is hidden right before the door to the speed booster. Like, to find it, you need to have like an X-ray scope to like figure out the location. But most of the time, you don't really need it. You just kind of have to figure it out after you played it a second time. First time, you just kind of like figure it out where to go, and then find where all the items are located. There's also a good spot here if you need to replenish on pretty much everything. Okay, we're gonna have to go down here again. There's an item, but we're gonna eventually get to it later. And this is a spot where you use your speed booster to kind of take a detour to the beginning area of Norfair. Okay, we're gonna go here this time. We're gonna grab our next weapon upgrade. And this is where the speed booster is necessary. That's why everything that I kind of figured this out. If you do it this way, then it wouldn't be too much of a hassle. But the only thing with this guide is that you will be backtracking a lot back into areas you've already been to. So this in the speedrun guide, they try to minimize the amount of backtracking or needing to backtrack into certain areas. But here you will have to backtrack to previous areas a couple of times just so you can kind of get to the next part of the area where you need to be. Okay, I guess I got stuck there because apparently the enemy that I froze wasn't aligned with the platform. You can't go through that area back normally because the door closes, so that's why you have to kind of go around. The ice beam does come in handy because it freezes enemies and you can pretty much use them as platforms. And this is getting the ice beam at this point is very crucial to get through this part. We gotta go straight to the top. Okay, we're going to find our next weapon upgrade, or not a weapon upgrade, but a your next I don't know what you call that. Samus uh bombs or something like that. I don't know what you call that necessarily. But you do need to power bomb in this room to find a missile that I felt like most people will miss or overlook. So generally there's two weapon upgrades in that room. Okay, they're called weapon upgrades. The beams are beam upgrades. I think that just hopefully simplifies things. You need to go down here. Okay, so we're gonna take a lift to Criteria from the east wing of the area. This is known as the east wing of Criteria. Alright, so this is where you need to learn how to shine spark. The way you control the direction on where you shine spark. There are 3 easier ways. Actually 2. But you can do a vertical shine spark, which is going straight up, or diagonal straight up. And to shine spark, you need to obviously have enough energy to do the shine spark because it depletes as you're flying. I think you need to use a missile to take them out. And you gotta be careful because these lava takes a lot of damage. If you're running low on energy at this point, then you can simply refill at the ship. Whoops. Okay, that's one way of doing it. You can pretty much power bomb the rest. So this is the next area you need to be. Again, this area has a lot of lava, so you gotta have to act quick and don't get submerged in the lava for too long. And you need a lot of power bombs to get through this portion. The good thing is that when you grab this E-tank, you get full energy. That's the payoff. We're gonna have to go through the bottom though, but we have to wait for the lava to recede. Oops. I don't know if the power bomb can reach it at this point. If it does, that'll be great. Actually not. I predicted that. Alright, here's a tricky part. You need to stand in between both of these. There are crumbling floors. You need to power bomb here. And to get the double missile tanks, because if you mess that up, then you're gonna have to like travel back and around just to get these 2 missile tanks. But that is the best way to do it. And then if you have enough power bombs, you're gonna need to blast your way out of it. There's some enemies that will drop power bombs if you feel like you need it. Okay, so we're gonna head on over to Bryn Star again, pink area. We're gonna go to a room known as the early super missile room. That's it's a term that speedrunners use if you don't have or if you don't have the speed booster at this point. You can do the mock ball, but here you need the speed booster to get through this section. Go through here, and there is actually 2 missile tanks in this room, so there's three items that you will collect at this point. Just use a power bomb to get all of that. Then you need to get to the top here, and this is where you're gonna find a super missile known as the early super missile. That's the super missile that you will find first rather than going through the spawn spore. And then you need to grab this missile tank. That's the last thing you will grab before leaving this room. Alright, so you need to power bomb to get to the bottom of this area. And then this is where you're going to be introduced with to Edacoons. These are not Edacoons, but we will see them shortly. In this room, there is a false floor. You need to find that spot. See, that's the spot right there. You need to kind of jump over. Because first time you're just running in here, and then you see an E-tank, and you gotta end up falling through the floor. Obviously, you're gonna have to go around and then to the top again. I believe that's a save room there. Okay, we're not gonna worry about. We're just gonna grab these. Once we get to the end, we could just kind of kill them really quick. They don't hurt you too much, but they are a nuisance. You can fire with your ice beam to freeze them in place. So these are the Edacoons. They're basically teaching you how to wall jump. They don't teach you per se, but they kind of show you a demonstration of that. You can wall jump. That's weird, I didn't go through there. It takes some time to practice those wall jumps. The idea is to kind of like jump towards the wall while Samus is spinning, and then And then as soon as you connect to the wall or touch the wall, then you need to jump away from the wall. So like you will jump the opposite direction and you will do a wall jump. There are certain rooms that I won't be accessing because they're most likely the room that contain like a map. I hope I don't fall here. Okay. There is another animal, a friendly animal that helps you or that kind of shows you how to speed boost and do shine sparks. Okay, we will be heading back to warfare. We want to keep firing because there's some enemies coming out of the pipes. Okay, so we're going to go back into the ice beam room. Now that we have a power bomb, we can go to the next portion of the area. There's two ways you can do this. If you know how to shine spark horizontally, which is kind of advanced move, then you can just kind of do that right before the door. Like you want to get the running speed, and then kind of fly forward, because the missile tank is right at a hidden wall. You gotta shoot it first to get to it. Okay, so I gotta make sure. There's actually two ways, but I'm gonna do the horizontal way. Okay, well, messed that up. Alright, so this is the other way I'm going to do this. We're going to horizontal diagonally this time. So make sure you hold the charge and then do that at an angle and then kind of fire. That is probably the hardest missile tank to grab in this room because the platforms, they crumble as soon as you touch them. And getting to that E-tank, or not the E-tank, but the missile tank at the top there, it's kind of a challenge. Alright, so in this room, we're going to fight Crocomire. This is a mid-boss here, not one of the main bosses. But you need to defeat this boss to advance. So when it opens its mouth, just fire the beam. When it's firing, easiest way to hit him is to kind of jump in and fire straight into his mouth, and then while he is kind of moving back, you could just fire at an angle from the. We could do like an angle shot. I'd say he's defeated. I was going to wait. Technically, he is defeated, but you see the bubbles kind of forming, indicating that something's not right. So it kind of leads you to this part of the area. Those spikes do hurt you, but when the spikes come at you, they don't hurt you. So that's pretty much like the demise of Crocomire. Alright, so this we're gonna find the missile tank here. This is called the lava tide, because of the lava. It simulates like an ocean. I guess that's what they call it. To me, it makes sense. Alright, here, there is a missile tank right at the top. And then you need to kind of step out of the like into the lava and then do a vertical shine spark. We need to kind of repeat the process again, but this time we're going to jump straight to the left. So that's our grappling beam. This is kind of like a necessary item to get into areas where you need to use it. So this is kind of like a tutorial on how to use a grappling beam as you're leaving this area. Now, grappling beam is, I am not fond of using those, but you can actually cling on enemies as well, like on rippers. You can kind of cling on them, and you can hurt certain enemies with the grappling beam. Here, that's one example. They're just kind of like showing you, like you can not only you need to find blocks that you can grapple onto, you can grapple on rippers as well. So I like how the developers came up with that idea, because you don't know what to expect unless you're experimenting some things. And here, this is the E-Tank. There's a lot of ways to get to this E-Tank. You could just simply go into the lava, but you gotta learn how to wall jump to it. But to ensure the safest way, you need to get yourself the grappling beam first. AWP82, thank you for the follow. AK Alex. Or not the follow, hosts. Okay, we gotta go for the wave beam, so the fast way to get to there is to get through in this room. Yeah, so I'm doing this 100% basic beginner's guide, like without the early access and speed tricks. I figured that there might be some people who are interested in speedrunning this game. Or not speedrunning this game, but wanted to play this game. Hopefully they will find this video useful. Okay, I don't know what I was doing up there. Yeah, it's a casual tutorial. I guess you could put it that way. Yeah, I've been meaning to do this because when I was trying to look for a beginner's guide for 100%, and like I'll find it on a wiki or something, or like on a Super Metroid wiki, and it's like, okay, here's the beginner's route, and the route contains like, okay, you gotta learn how to do speed mock ball, learn how to shine spark, early access to Crocomire, early super missile. And I'm like, oh god, like this is kind of like advanced. So I decided to do my version of a beginner's guide. And I mean, the only thing is, obviously, you're gonna have to backtrack to certain, you know, multiple areas. So this is why I'm doing this, just for the sake of bringing in, you know, players who are generally interested in this game. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a good idea too. I mean, might as well, you know, be the first to do it. Yeah, it was kind of funny because I was yeah, I was looking up a guide. See, now I was trying to do some speedrun strats. I was trying to jump over there, and I forgot. Okay, you just try to keep it simple and not do any speedrun stuff. So that's kind of like my penalty. If I'm trying to do some speedrun stuff during this guide, it's like I'm gonna punish myself and just do it the normal way. Or normally. Yes, exactly. You know, like, you know, a little visual cue. You know, like a picture. A picture has 1,000 words. I guess that's the saying. Yeah, it's gonna go on YouTube. Definitely on YouTube. I mean, YouTube is like the main source of finding all videos. And of course, it's gonna be highlighted on Twitch as well, because it's gonna be a highlight regardless, because I have to export the video. Oh yeah, and congrats on getting the 58 in-game time on your 80% run. I was kind of jealous. I gotta, like, I'm still practicing that, actually. I try to do a practice, or I was trying to do a speedrun, an actual speedrun last night, but died at Fantoon. can I be envious for just once? I mean, like, it's just like a thing that kind of strive for greatness, I guess. If I like, if I see a video and it's like, oh well, this guy's better than me, I'm gonna admit that. But then when I'm doing my own attempts, then yeah, well, all that could probably change. Okay, what am I doing now? Oh yeah, I'm distracted. Oops. Yeah, I mean, like, personally for me, I'm still a newbie in speedrunning this game. This is one of the games that I wanted to speedrun seriously, but I do have my limitations. No, that's good. I wish that it would be the same for me if I'm try to do a rando with the game that I'm not familiar with, like Zelda, in my case. Oh god. Yeah, that's my TV. I ported a webcam at my TV because I thought it adds like a cool effect to it. Actually, that was inspired by a speedrunner that did this, and I thought it was very cool. So I did the same. I went to extreme lengths as of yesterday to upgrade my webcam where it can do 60 frames per second, and that is the Logitech. It was a Logitech 922 webcam that that has that can do 720p 60 frames per second. I had a previous one that is a 920, but it can only do up to 30 frames per second. I had that webcam for probably 2 years. Yeah, that was me. Yeah, so that was me. Dude, I like over the years I've been streaming. It's like, why won't you do a webcam? It's like, bro, I'm like I am not confident within within myself. No, I'm just kidding. I just don't like doing the webcam thing. And then I do some I did some webcams before on stream, but not often. And pretty much my webcam is like gone to waste, so to speak. So I decided to do it this way and port a webcam out of my TV just so it can add like I guess like an an effect to my stream. I thought it was a cool touch because normally it would be like something like this loading, but that's kind of, you know, basic, boring. Oh, so I'm heading over to wreck ship now. Ah, shit. So Alex, how good are you at doing short charges for when you're speed boosting? That's kind of weird that like you're standing on the spikes and they only hurt you when the ship's powered up. Oh, you could do it like, but can you do it consistently, or you can just do it that particular way? I mean, like for me, it's like I'm kind of inconsistent at it, just cause like I think I either press the run button too fast, or it's just like I'm kind of late. Okay, well that's good. Yeah, I think like if I'm trying to get serious and speedrunning 80%, yeah, I need to kind of learn some of that. Yeah, cause well, when I'm playing 80%, like I'm forced to get the grappling beam just because like I can't get through certain areas without it. Because again, limitations. Like here, I used to do the X factor on this boss. Again, I'm not too consistent on doing that. Oh, so what does this practice ROM provide? Like, does it provide all the items unlocked? Pretty much like a completed file. Well, not really a completed file, but it's almost like that in a way. Oh, okay. Um, if you go to my the Twitch webpage or the my Twitch channel, there's a Discord. There's a link to my Discord, and you can send it there if you like. Right, thank you for that, Alex. I will check it out after this. Is that so the practice ROM can you can easily can I easily find that by Googling, or is this like through someone that you need permission to get? Oh, okay. Well, I figured that was the case because yeah, something like that you can't find it on a website because it's kind of like a special file, special ROM file, I guess. Oh, it's in there. I kind of frequent that website. I didn't think that it would be there. I think it would be easier to actually think these monsters can be taken down with the super missile, but I'm not gonna waste that. Okay. Need to make sure I need to open all these doors. Oh, you say you could it could be there. Okay, I didn't see the could. I thought it was a certain thing. Yeah, I was like, oh, I didn't know it was on there. Oh, whoops. Oh, that was dumb. Just right at the tip. Yo, man, where you going? Oh god, I gotta ride the thing. Hello. What's the baby doing? It was studying? Studying? Is there a test? Oh. When's this? Tomorrow? Thursday? Where's this other one? Yeah, but I've been spending a couple minutes trying to find this find this ship, and I'm trying to shine spark to the top. Try to get that stupid missile tank. Yeah, I know. It flies randomly, and then like it will have to hit a wall, and then it will fly back. Oh! That's... Don't want to wait that long, but I guess I have to do it this way. Goodness. But if you know how to shine spark to a particular spot to get to that missile, then you can do it that way. Oh, I would have been so sad if I didn't grab that. Cause you have to do you have to like jump at it to get it. You can't just simply stand there.
Yeah, I was like, oh, how come you're not getting it?
Maybe I didn't want it. I probably don't need that. Oh, you know what? I could potentially die. Well, right now I'm low on health. And then the next energy tank. Oh sh. The next energy tank is not till like later on. Did you eat already?
No.
No.
I ate my sandwich, and that was at like 5, 6. But I think it's 8 right now.
Yeah, it is 8. It's 8 because you ate. Ooh.
So why do I feel hungry?
Gotta run. Up.
Oh, you got a new suit.
Yeah, she can be mobile in water now. Okay, there's the E-tank. That's probably like one of the... Seems to be a tough spot.
Oh.
Okay, I don't really trust myself at this point. I'm just gonna save. I wasn't planning on saving, but I'm gonna save anyways, just because I lost a lot of
Life.
energy trying to get that stupid missile. Right here, so this is the reason why.
Is this the room? Oh my god. Whoa.
If I were to take my time, then it wouldn't be so bad. No, but I do have my reserves on, so... But I don't know how much energy. I think I have like one tank that's full. Oh, whoops. Oh, shit! Oh, okay, because gravity suit doesn't take that much damage. So I think I should be good. Yay.
Like I empty man?
Yeah, I get... When you grab one of those tanks, you get full health again. Which is a plus.
Don't waste it.
No, because if I have a gravity suit, like, the damage reduction is a lot less. If I didn't get this upgrade, I would get hurt a lot more. Yeah, I know, Alex. It is a close call. If it wasn't for the gravity suit, then I would have, like, obviously died, like, very early in the spiky room. Dude, no one ever goes to Meridia this way. As far as I played Metroid, no one goes through this part of the area. No, it's not fast. Going through here, it's not fast. The what do I call that? The intersection to Meridia, the glass tank or the glass tube, that's the fastest way. Because like the reason why no one goes here is because there's nothing happening here. Usually this is where you when you try to leave Meridia. Oh, literally. Either way, I don't like. I don't remember any runner going through that side of Meridia. Do I have to go through here? Okay, hold on. I got pulled in there. Oh, whoops. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I fucked it. I think I messed up here. I think I have to go the other way. So try to get the spring ball. Yeah, this sand thing is really annoying. Have I ever done suitless Meridia? Not really. I think one time I went I got stuck in the sand for a very long time. I couldn't get myself out of it. That was just like that was like a long time ago. I remember something. Oh god. Cause I was trying to set up for a power bomb. You can't really kill this. Well, I think you can kill it, but it doesn't get hurt, and it just does that, and then you have to kind of wait for it to do all that. Yeah, I can imagine that. I remember falling into a sand pit and I was mashing buttons, like the jump button, like a madman trying to get out of there. I'm like, stupid sand. Stupid quicksand. I get mad. Yeah, this spring ball and die is like so out of the way.
The one you're using now, or that one?
That's the one. It's because they put in a very obscure like location, like it's like it wants to stay hidden. You have to go like all the way to find this thing, but it is useful though. You can soft lock without the suit. Oh yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, I can imagine that, like especially if you're playing a rando, and you haven't find any suit or space jump or anything like that. All the good shits in Meridia. All of the upgrades that you need. I think I had a. I think I played a sea that's like pretty much most of the good stuff's in Meridia, especially especially heading over to Dragon's area or Dragon. I actually have a seed that's well, it's because of my skill level of this game. I got it was kind of like a soft lock for me where I fell in Red Brinstar. Um, is that one shaft where there's a bunch of rippers? Um, and I arrived there in hope of fighting like whatever upgrade I can find, because all I've been finding was like reserve tanks and missiles. And I fell down and I got stuck because I don't. Well, one thing, I don't have ice beam. I don't have speed booster, so I can't like shine spark. Even if I know how to shine spark, I can't. I don't know how. I'm not. I'm kind of inconsistent at doing a short charge. Yeah, Red Tower. That's the one you're talking. Yeah, I don't know the terms and lingos of some of the in some of the areas. Red Tower. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I fell down that pit and um I can't really advance from that point because I even if I try to go like I didn't have super missiles. That's one thing. Uh and then I didn't have super missiles, I didn't have power bombs. So I tried to go north there and then I couldn't access in beyond anywhere. I didn't have the various suit. Why can't I go in that little hole? I was pushing left. I'm pushing left. There, see, like I'm trying to go in there. It's like it's dumb. Mr. Krabs. Turn gravity off before getting there? That's kind of weird. I mean, like, out of all the times that I've gotten there with the gravity, it's like it wasn't the issue. It was just now. Oh, we gotta go Mama Turtle now. We gotta go find the Mama Turtle. Yeah, I could have used Spring Ball. Missile hidden. Wow, what a great description I put down. think it was like beach or something like that. Missile Beach. Oh, whoops. Hopefully I have by the end of all this I get 100% item completion, not 99 and 98. Like when I was trying when I was trying to do the 100%, like I followed the guide, right? And then like, okay, I think I got all the items, I got all the E-tanks. I wasn't sure about the missile count, but I was like, oh, okay, I think I got all the missiles. And then I beat the game, and at the end, it shows Samus, and then it showed the item percentage, and it's like 98%. I was like, what the fuck? How dare you? Yeah, well, I had to backtrack to areas where I think that I might have missed it, but that was actually the difficult part because I wasn't sure where I missed it. And what happened is that they were overlooked because there are item like there are rooms that contain 2 items and not 1, and I got like all confused because mine was dumb. Oh, what? What'd you call me?
What'd you call me?
What do you say?
That was like basketball.
Oh, damn it. Oh, do not fall in there. I didn't grab those items yet. Springball makes it easier because like with the crumbling floors, you can just hold B and you can just keep jumping forever. Forever and ever and ever. Whoops. Oh, hello? It's probably right here. Yeah, I do that shit twice. Because there's 2 sand pits that I had to go to, and I can't think of a better way to
Get to that place.
to get to that place again at a without having to go back. Because right now I have to like backtrack like to extreme lengths just to get to that spot again. I had to do it. I had to do this shit 3 times, pretty much. Ugh. Wow, goodness, this crab. Mr. Krabs! Oh, what?
Oh.
I don't know. Like, I'm confused right now. The heck? I felt like there was a spot that I can go into. But I am not thinking right now, so I'm just gonna do it this way. I need energies, I think. Because I still have to fight a boss. So I gotta go here again, but this time on this side. Ah, damn it. I think I need to replenish. I'm gonna have to, because I don't wanna die to the boss. I was gonna farm right there, but I think it's just a better spot. I guess. Just give me missiles. Oh god. It's faster doing the shine spark to this other room rather than using the grappling beam. No, I'm doing speedrun strats. Goodness. Actually, I'm gonna save right here. What is Metroid's your favorite? And Metroid's your favorite? Like the Metroid creatures?
Yes.
Yeah?
Oh, wait.
I have to exterminate them. That's still part of my job.
What are those up there? Those jumping jellos.
I don't know. They're slugs, maybe. Or snails, or slimes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, that's bullshit. Bullshit. Okay, it's almost dead. One more hit. Rip super missiles. Oh. Okay, there you go. Fuck goodness. Like, it only took me like 30 missiles to kill it. Super missiles.
It's not like...
Like, I had to use the rest of my inventory to kill it.
That's fine.
Yeah, no big deal.
I'm sure we'll get there. Oh, she just broke through everything.
Yeah, that's she's breaking through sound.
Yeah, get her, Metroid.
Leave me alone. How sad.
Oh, close though. Maybe it'll defrost.
Yeah, they do unfreeze.
No.
Oh, I actually pulled that off. Yeah, I'm gonna save right here.
A save pod?
Yeah. The save pod. The precious missile here. They call it precious missile because it's like it's just right there. It's in a neat little spot.
Is that what they really call it?
Yeah. Oh well, it's a term. What the fuck? How sad.
It reminded me of that green thing from Ghostbusters.
Slime?
Oh, it's a slime?
No, his name is Slime.
Oh.
Or Slimer.
Space jump.
Okay, I need to replenish full health again. Or maybe not. Oh, I'm not space jumping. No, I would do that. I'm supposed to go in here. They deserve to go.
Oh.
Because they do that.
Oh.
It's a lot easier to get through with the space jump. Oh wait, was it there? Yeah, there's the spot I was trying to get to. I'm going to die in the lava. No!
Oh, dropped you.
Oh, you got scared?
Oh.
Oh shit. I ran in there and I missed that missile because the floor crumbles.
Oh.
Okay, can you stop it or whatever? So I was supposed to take my painkillers. What the heck? Are you serious? I can't. What happened to my space jump? Actually, I can't go there. Oh, dude, I fucked that up. Oh shit. Take medicine, mama.
Oh no!
Oh, you just walk away? Damn.
Take my medicine?
Yeah. No. How come there's warm energy? Oh, what? Is it powering up? I want to fight the bird that kidnapped the Metroid. Oops. Also, take your medicine before you forgot. Or forget. Forgot.
I thought you said forgot.
Yeah, I
I
did.
said, what is that?
Oh. Can't miss those. Try to get as much energy as I can. Freaking eye. Wow. Try to stab me. Ah, you bastard. Start doing the Undertaker like stabbing. Let's see. Look at
Oh, the plot broke.
she escaped. Oh, whoops. She's in Turian right now. The mother brain. Just keep her captive. She. I think Metro is the. I think the little baby Metro is a boy.
It's okay.
Up. Oh, okay. Bullshit. Oh, oops. Okay, we gotta go back to Kraid's lair to get a missile that we couldn't grab before. So we needed a power bomb. Is we're gonna grab all the rest of the items now that we have everything that we need at this point. Oh, whoops. Ah, it was here. Oh, it was further up. You can grab it at any point, but I think it's better when you're trying to get the rest of the items first before going back there. Good. It is known as the side hopper room. This is where you find the next E-tank. You need to have the wave, the wave being to fire that gate. Okay, now we're gonna have to go back to the Green Hill missile. And we're going to pretty much go back to Retro Brinstar, which is mid Brinstar, where you first get the morphine ball. You need power bombs to get through here. This should be the final missile tank you'll be grabbing from here. And you need to do a power bomb, and then you're gonna have to do a shine spark to the top. This room's called the Visible Bridge. You can't see that there's a bridge there, but you have to go to the very top, otherwise you'll be stuck getting clobbered by bricks or boulders. And there are 2 missile tanks in this room. Okay, one thing I forgot to put down is taking the lift to Mid-Brinstar, but that's fine. You have to take a lift. We're gonna go to get the missile tank that's in the old Mother Brain tank from the Nintendo. Here you need to just simply use bombs. I don't think you need super or power bombs, but you need bombs to get down here. That's the whole reason why we don't backtrack here, because you want to wait till the very end, because you eventually backtrack once you find the rest of the items. And then there's a super missile here. Okay, you need to do that. Gotta wait for the thing to unfreeze. Gotta try to do it right this time. I'll do it wrong. You have to shine spark vertically. This is known as the final missile, This is where you typically get the last missile tank once you grab all the rest of the items. So the total count, if you have all the, looks like you have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 E tanks, 4 reserves, 230 missiles. Think about 20 super missiles and 20 power bombs, grappling gun or grappling beam, and X-ray scope and all the upgrades, beam upgrades. Then you should be at 100% at this point. There's no other items that you'll be collecting beyond here. Okay, we're going to a room known as the Golden Four. Now, this is where you have to defeat the 4 main bosses of this game, which are Kraid, Dragon, Vantoon, and Ridley. Okay, so I'm gonna save just for my purpose here, just because I have a completed, or hopefully it's 100%, but I'm sure it is. If it's not 100%, then I'm sorry that I lied to you the whole time. I think was it 25 super missiles or 30 super missiles? I'm not really sure. But I assure you guys that this is 100% item completion. Oh shit. You can use regular bombs, but the bombs have to hit them. Another way to killing them is using power bombs, but it takes like 3 power bombs to take a Metroid down. Up. I was trying to. You know what? To be honest, I can't even do the Metroid skip. But that's not what this video is about, anyways. But if you know how to do the Metroid skip, it's kind of like a fun thing. I can only get as far as towards the end there before getting caught. Now you can be ballsy and just get through the whole level with just one energy. You have reserves, but might as well just use the full. Okay, you gotta shoot down all these Zabatite. You can use super missiles, but you have a lot of regular missiles, so might as well just burn through all of that. Okay, so uh, you have a lot of health, so you can just kind of take your time with this boss. But once it gets to the Hyper Beam phase, the Mother Brain's ultimate attack, you want to make sure that you have at least 300 energies or like 3 E-Tanks to survive the ultimate attack. Okay, that's good. Because you have a lot of health left, then it's going to just keep using the Hyper Beam until you depleted all of your energy, or at least most of it. But if you lose too much energy, you can potentially die. No, baby Metroid. Just hold down the fire button. Just fire at an angle. Occasionally you can do this, but yeah, you got the beam of death. to split the mother brain. Alright, so the fastest way to do this, once you learn everything, you need to shine spark through here. And then you have to go around. You gotta go up, over, bottom, and around. Now the next room is kind of tricky. You gotta, but not really necessary. You gotta do another shine spark, but you gotta do it at a right time or right spot. So like I already messed that up. But if you maintain a charge, you can easily fly up the shaft while having to do what I'm doing. But there's a consistent way to just climb up faster, like what I'm doing right here. And then it was good. There's a little Easter egg if you guys don't know. If you're just like this, like literally first time playing this, you can technically save the animals by going through here. This all your friends that you meet along the game. There's no real achievement or anything like that. That's just kind of like a personal vendetta. But you can kind of see them flying away as you escape the planet. Alright. 2 hours and 31 minutes. It would have been 2 hours and 30 minutes if you didn't save the animals. I'm just kidding, but yeah, that is a full 100% complete beginner's guide, finding all the items, and this is as well like the use of advanced tricks or early access to certain areas where you don't really need that particular item. This is just a complete, like, guide for dummies. Hopefully this guide helps out a lot of the new players to Super Metroid. In-game time is like an hour 53, so like real time is 2 hours and 31. In-game time is 153. Just gotta let the credits roll just to see the item percentage. If it was 100%, then that's no, that goes to show that this is a full 100% guide. If it's 99%, then rip, it's over. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. I guess a casual playthrough, 100%. It's again, this is a complete beginner's guide of with items intended, or playing through the game as intended, without any shortcuts or early access, as I like to call it. No advanced tricks like mock ball, but you do, in order to play through this, you do need to learn the basic, like wall jumps and basic shine sparks. Shine spark is where Samus flies through if you have the speed booster, and you can fly through certain areas with ease. And the way you once you understand how to shine spark, then it should be no problem. But it's really easy to pull off. Basically, the bird that you saved, the ostrich. It's in Pink Brinstar. He's kind of trapped at the bottom, but you can actually meet up with the bird and do a little visual practice of the shine spark. Real easy stuff. Not a lot of uh, advanced tricks. I really hope it's 100% because I think I didn't miss anything. The moment of truth. Okay, there you go. It's official. For 100% guide.